and the fruit thereof much, and it was in the meat for all, under which the beasts of the field dwelt, and upon whose branches and the fowls of the heavens had their habitation. It is thou, O King, thou art grown and become strong, for thy greatness is grown and reacheth into heaven, and thy dominion to the end of the earth. And whereas the king saw a watcher and a holy one coming down from heaven, saying, Hew down the tree, destroy it, yet leave the stump of the roots thereof in earth, even with a band of iron and brass, and the tender grass of the field. And let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beasts of the field, till 7 times pass over him. This is an interpretation, O King, and this is the decree of the Most High, which is come upon my Lord the King. That they shall drive thee from men, and the dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall wet thee with dew of the heaven. 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou know that thou Most High ruleth the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomever he will. And whereas they commanded to leave the stump of the tree roots, thy kingdom shall be sure unto thee. After that thou shalt have known that the heavens do rule. Wherefore, O King, let my counsel be acceptable unto thee, and break off thy sins by righteousness, and thine iniquities by showing mercy to the poor, if it may be a lengthening of thy tranquility. All this came upon the king Nebuchadnezzar. And at the end of the 12 months he walked in the palace of the kingdom of Babylon. And the king spake and said, Is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty? While the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven, saying, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee is spoken, the kingdom departed from thee. And they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen. 7 times shall pass over thee, until thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men, and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with dew of heaven, till his hairs were grown like eagle's feathers, and his nails were like birds' claws. And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up mine eyes into heaven, and mine understanding, and returned unto me. And I blessed the Most High. I praised and honored him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion. And his kingdom is from generation to generation. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. And he doeth according to his will the army of heaven. And among the inhabitants of the earth none can stay his hand, or say unto him, What doest thou? At the same time my reason returned unto me, and for the glory of my kingdom mine honor and brightness returned unto me, and my counselors and my lords sought unto me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added unto me. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, all whose works are truth, and his ways judgment, and those that walk in pride he is able to abase. All right, let's go back over this and see what the Lord's telling us here. This is about King Nebuchadnezzar, see. Nebuchadnezzar was a king unto all people and all nations and languages. And he thought it good to show the signs and wonders that the high God hath wrought toward me. How great are his signs, and how mighty are the wonders. His kingdom is everlasting kingdom, and his dominion is from generation to generation. I, Nebuchadnezzar, was at rest in my house, flourishing in my palace. I saw a dream which made me afraid, and thoughts upon my bed, and the visions of my head They troubled me. See, God, the way he talks to us is through the Bible, through prophets, and sometimes he talks to us through visions and dreams. You know, God does all things well. He's got ways of getting our attention. He's got ways of getting a hold of us, see. And the way that he got a hold of Nebuchadnezzar was he went through a dream, see. And Nebuchadnezzar, just like he said, it troubled him, see. He didn't know what was going on. You know, I remember I've had dreams before in my life. Didn't know what was going on. And it troubled me and bothered me. And I went to a man of God, and he interpreted them for me. He told me, he said, this is going on. And when you're troubled by these dreams, it's a great relief to have somebody tell you what these dreams are, whether it's good or bad. You see what's going on here? Nebuchadnezzar had a vision and a dream from God, and he was confused. He didn't know what was going on.